You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we are told to reproduce a figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in isometric projection. Now, when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is to draw your isometric axis. Like you draw your vertical, right? And you draw your x and z axis. This way. You can see that. Now the next thing you do, you need to look for the total length here. And from what we can see at the right hand side of the screen, the total length here is given to be what? 100. And I'm going to measure the 100. From 0 here to 100. You can see that. And the total width here is given to be what? 40. As you can see from here to here. And I'll measure the 40 here. This 40 here. And the total height is given from here to here, which is also what? 40. Now measure 40 from 0 to 4. Right, this is 40. Then I'll use it to form a box. So in this box, I'm going to carve out that image. So this will come up and this will come here. Right, get it up a little bit. This also will come up. And this will come this way. And this will also come this way. And I'll close it up this way. You can see that. So I have successfully draw out the box. In this box, I will carve out the image you can see at the right hand side of the screen. Now what I will do is, if you look closely on this figure, we have a circular shape at the center of the figure, right? It's at the center of the figure. So I will start from the circular shape. Start taking now. So since we are given the main diagram here, that the diameter of this outer circle is 50, right? And the height of the circle is 40. So what I'll do is I'll go to the center of this figure. Is that okay? And the center of 100 is what? Is 50. The center of 100 is 50, and I'm going to measure 50. That's the first thing I'll do first. So I'll measure 50 to the half of 100. Can you see that? And I already know this is the height. So what I'll just do here, I'm going to draw my line this way. So this is the line I have here. Now on this line, I'll take half of it. That is 40. Because from here to here is 40. Half of it is what? Is going to be 20. So from 40, I'll take half of it is what? 20. Can you see that? So from that half point, I am going to draw my line this way. That is the center line that I'll have there. Now, so what I'll do is, since this is the center line I have, I'm going to clean here off. I have my reason so that we'll know what we're actually dealing with. I want to cover out my image, or I leave it that way. So if I should clean here off, So cleaning it off now is giving me a more clearer view. I'm cleaning them up because I want you to see what I'm about to do here. I'm about to draw the cylinder at the center, then I'll do the rest part, right? So since the diameter is going to be 50, I'm going to measure half of 50, which is what? 25. So from 0 to here is given to be what? 25, right? And I'll place it at this point here. And I'm going to mark 25 here, 25 here, 25 here, and 25 here, right? And I'll bring it out to form a box, placing it on my T-square this way, right? So to form a box. And here also to form a box. Then I'll close them up in this manner. Because in drawing circles in isometric, you have to use what the method called the ordinate method of construction to make it easier. Now what do you notice? I have brought out this box, right? And I'm going to draw a circle here. How will I do? The first thing is I will draw the diagonal, the longest diagonal. This is how you draw your ellipse using ordinate method. You join the longest diagonal, because from here to here is longer. You can see that, and you connect from this end to this end here, right? And you connect from this end to this end here, right? So what I need here, I need this point. I'll call it. I need point one. I need point two. I need point three and point four. All these points is what I'm going to use to draw my circle. So I'll come back to that, right? So, or I should just do that. Faint line first. So if I place it here, right? I place it here, I will draw the circle, faint line first. And if I place it here also, at point two here, I'll draw the circle too. Can you see that? Faint line to this point here. And I'll come here to this point too. I'll come here, I'll do the same thing here from this point, right? You need to get it, ensure that the circle is meeting each other here. Is that again? And I'll come here too, I'll do the same thing. You can see that? So this is the circle at the base. Now I'll take this up at an height of what? Height of, because the next circle is at this point here. So I'll take it up at an height of what? 12, because from here to here is 12. So I'll take it up at an height of 12. So let's do that and see. If I take this up at an height of 12, this way. So I'm going to measure 12. So from 3, this is 3, this is 4, it makes it from 3 to 4 is 10, 11, 12. This is point 12 here, right? I'll take this up to, I'll take here up to, I'll take here up to. Then I'm going to join all those points together. From this 12 I measured, I'll cover here to form another layer. another layer here. You can see that. So I'm going to join the diagonal here again, just like I did in the previous one, from this point to this point. You can see that. And I'll transfer those points. Point 2, I'll transfer it up. This point 2 here. I'll transfer it to the next line. This is 2 again. Then I'll come here. Point 1. Transfer it to the next line. That is what? Point 1 here. Right? So I'll call here also to be what? 2. And here to be 2, 2. I'm just doing that so you understand what I'm trying to do. Then the next thing is doing that. This point here will be the same point that I have here. That taking, I'll just take this up and I'll mark in both sides. That is where my arc will reach. Then here also I'll do the same thing here too. I'll take this up and here. So these are the points here that I need, right? What I'm just trying to say is if I join these two together this way, I'll still have my line here and my line here. So this is what I'm just trying to make you understand here. Is that again? That's what I'm trying to make you understand. So I'll draw another circle there too. From this end point, I'll get this. I'm using faint line first. And from this end point also, I'll get this. Right? From this point here, I'll get this faint line. And from this point here too, I'm going to get this. So you need to gauge all your points first before you do anything. Now you see that? So that is the second layer of circle that we have. Then the last one is at the top, which is 40 from the base. So I'll measure 40 millimeter from the base. So I'll extend this a little bit up this way. I will extend this a little bit up this way, right? And I'll do the same thing here too, extending all those points up this way. And this point here too this way. Then here also this way. That is where I will now measure the 40. We know that from this point here to this point is 40 that we measured earlier, right? So I'll just come here and I'll mark. This is the point I need. So I'll transfer the point to every point using my set square, my t-square, working hand in hand. When I place it this way, I can easily transfer this point to this point. Right, I'll turn it this way. Can easily transfer this point to this point, and this point also to this point. Then I can close it up here from this point to this point. You can see that? So I brought another layer again where I want to construct another circle. So I will join the diagonal together from here to here. Can you see that? And I'll transfer the point 2 to the next from one diagonal to another. So this point 2, I'll get it at this point. And this point 2, this point 1 here. Just taking this point 2 also here, or let's say point 1 on this point, and let's do this point. Are we good? And all these ends here, you see this end? Actually just mark it here and here, which I will just transfer my points. Just to draw your line and also draw your line. So I'll do the same thing here. Place my compass at this end point here to this end point here, and I'll draw this faint line, right? Then I'll come here also. I'll do the same thing too from here to this point here. Faint line. Then from here to this point here, you can see that. Then from here to this point here, just gauge it, show that it's meeting at that point. You can see that. And you can see that there's another inner circle inside, right? There's what another inner circle inside, and that circle has a diameter of what 30. So what I will just do here is I am going to take a radius of 15. Since diameter is 30, I'm going to take a radius of what of 15. So from 0 here to 15, this is it here, and I'll place it at the center point here, and I'm going to mark 15 in all directions. 15 here, 15 here, right, and 15 here with 15 here. So I'll use to form a box. So if I place it at this point, I'll form a box. Take this, and draw this. Come here also, draw this across those points. Then here also, you close it up, and here also, you close it up. Now I brought out another box, which is this box you're seeing from here to this point, to this point, and to this point. So you already have a diagonal there. So what you just do, you get from this point here, I'll take it to this other point. From this point here, I'll take it to this other point. Can you see? So I'm having this point and this point. That's what I'll use to get my word, my circle. So I'll just from here, I'll connect these 2 points together. And from here, I'll connect these 2 points together. And from this point here, I'll have this. And from this point here, I'll have this. So I'll start now since I've done all this. So the next thing is for me to start. I'll taking this, but not after I have drawn out the shape. So if you look at the diagram very well, we'll start from here now. From this end to this point is 12, which is this end. To this point, I'll measure 12. So this is 12 here. This is from here to here is 12. And 12 again here. From here to here is 12. Can you see that? And I'll take it up. I'm going to take it up a little bit from here. I'll take it up from here also. I'll take it up. And we're told that the height from here to here is 12. So I'm going to measure the same 12. So it's just the same thing from this point to this point is 12. So the same 12 will be the height also. Can you see that? And I'll close it up. So close it up using my instrument here. Close it up, thick line. And here also thick line. And the base here too, thick line. Then here too, thick line. Right? And here also, I'll close it up to thick line. Here too, thick line. Here too, here too. And I can take it in a little bit this way. And this one too in a little bit this way. Then this two I'll take it in a little bit, have my resin. And these two a little bit in this way. Right? So I told that from here to here, which is from here to somewhere around here is 18. Right? So I'm going to measure the 18 at this point here, 0 to 18. So that point is what I am going to tick in from here, which is the 18 that we have. Right? Then this will go in to touch that circle. All good? This will go in to do what? To touch that circle. From here, this is coming here to touch the circle. Then I'll bring it down. From here, I'll take this down. And I'll close it up. Right? And I'll close it up. And also here up too. And I'll close it up. Then this I'll move it until it touches the circle. And this also I'll move it until it touches the circle. Because of that, this will be coming down here. I'll show you a diagram. This is coming down here. And I'm going to close here up. Right? Right? So now after that, you see this circle from this point here is going to be what? Ticking. So let me tick in the circle that you can see. This circle you're seeing, I'll tick in it. Now you can see that I have taken this, right? And the next thing is this base here also, we'll come back to it. I'll also draw from here, from this base here, right? And I'll draw my line to touch it from this point. It will move and touch this. You can see that? Then the height from here is at this point, just going in all together. So this will from here come here and go straight in at this point. Is that taken? And I'll close it up too from here to here. And I'll take in here too. Just take in this part here that we have. So let me take in that. This arc you're seeing, I'll take in it. So I've taken that. Then I'll take this in this way. Faint line. And it's on the same level as this since we made 12. So definitely I'll just transfer the point, place it on my T square this way and use my set square and just draw lines from here to here. So I'm going to thicken that, right? First of all, use faint line. Is that taken? Now after that, I'm going to join this together. These 2 points, I'll join it together. As in, here to here. Is that taken? And here also, I'll just join this point here to this point. Yet again, I'll join it to this point. Can you see that? Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'll take this in and I'll thicken it to this point. And I'll close it up. So meaning that this, I'll close it up too. Right? And the next thing is I'll do this also at this point, transfer this point to this line. Since this line you're seeing here, I'll just draw a straight line is this line you're seeing here. So I'll transfer this point from here to this point here. Then this is just there, right? It stops here. So I'm going to close that up. And I'll bring here down a little bit. I'll transfer this point to the other point there. And I'll close it up. I want you to understand this will not reach here, so I'm going to delete here off. Reason is from here to here is 18. I'll transfer the same point from here to here, which is 18. So this is where it's going to stop, right? So I'm going to take my meter rule and I'll thicken this point, which is already thickened. From here to here is 18. Then I'll take it in here. So this is coming from here to stop here, meaning I'm going to delete here off too. So let's do that. So from here, this is coming straight to touch this, right? And this is coming straight down to touch here. As in this point here. You can see that? And this is closing up here. From here, it will touch here. And this is closing up. You can see that? And what I will do next is I can just bring this down if I want to. I can just take this down here. If I want to. All good. So we'll proceed. We'll move forward. Now the next one will just tick in the circle at the top here. So let's do that and see. So I have taken this, right? Now the next thing is for me to tick in this, right? So that's what I'll do now. So this is what I have taken this, taken. Now there's something still remaining here, which is the one inside that you can see. The depth is what is 18. Is that taken now? The depth is what is 18. So I can easily measure 18 from the top here, right? I'll measure what? 18 from the top. I can even start from here and take 18 downward. So from this outer point here, I'll measure 18 downward. This is what we call 18. This is 18 here. Is at this point. That again is 18 downward. Or if I don't want to do that, I'll just measure it from the center point here and take it 18 downward, either from the center point or from this point here. 18. This is 18 at this point. So instead of wasting time and constructing over construction, I'll just take my French curve, just save myself the stress, right? Take it to that center point there, and I'll just do what I want to do. Now have this. Can you see that? And what else is remaining? Let's see what is remaining. One last thing I'll do is here is touching down here, so I can just bring it down on this point, right? You can see that. This is what we have. We have successfully reproduced the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in isometric projection, right? So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.